Hello and welcome to Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Jalindo, and today we're playing more Euro Truck Simulator 2. So we arrived in Hamburg in the last episode. We are now going to take a delivery from Hamburg to where? I haven't even looked yet. Ooh, we got a nice close one. Apples. Or a reservoir tank. Or ice cream. Let's go with the reservoir tank. We'll take a reservoir tank over to Bremen. Let's go ahead and back this up. Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. And then go forward this way. And then we'll go pick up our load. Nice and dark, no one's on the road, should be pretty easy to get around. None of those crazy drivers are constantly trying to run me off the road. Red light. There you go. Sometimes those red lights just seem to take forever. I mean, come on. That's 5 seconds I'll never get back. Okay. Take job. El Teco del Jabo. Here we go around here to pick up this reservoir. Oh, it was close. Reservoir tank. There we go. And now we're going to start driving this way. Going out here, taking a right. Taking a right. Taking a right, taking a right, taking a right right now. Taking a right, taking a right, taking a right. And then taking a left. Taking a left to the left. Taking a left to the left. We're going to release a special CD of all of my songs at the end of the series. You'll hear classics like Red Light, Red Light, Red Light, and Taking a Left, Taking a Left, Ooh, Taking a Right. Alright. We're getting a lot of green lights in the middle of the night here. That's helpful. Getting out of town pretty quick. See, we ruined the series there. The red light. Here we go. Yes, just in time. Look how well we timed that. That was awesome. Getting up to 50, setting the speed limit. We've only put 6,648 kilometers on this truck, which is, I have no idea how many, 4,000-ish? Maybe? Can't remember. Let's go with 4,000 miles. That's not much, considering we've, it seems a little low, considering how much we've delivered. We've delivered from East Europe all the way to all around these places in Europe. I guess Europe's not that big, though. We'd be going 60 miles, 60 kilometers per hour. That's roughly 35 miles per hour. Emphasis on the word roughly. Whoop. Red light, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light. Yeah, that's another song that'll be on the CD. And, look. There's actually nature out there this time. Look at all that nature. Trees. Grass. Moss. This is a long red light. Wow. Okay, let's get going this way. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about today. Probably should have thought of that before I started driving. To the right we go toward Osnabrück and Bremen. If we went straight it would be Kiel and Hanover. We're not going to go that way. Glad this reservoir tank's so light. Makes it easier to get up to speed, get up hills. We're about an hour and 39 minutes from our destination. Phone rang again. I forgot to call someone between our episodes. Looks like we're going to see a sunrise again. Heading towards the horizon. (80 km/h) is the speed limit, by the way. That is roughly 50 miles per hour. We are on our way. It is 4:35 a.m. on a Friday. In the game, not in real life. And we're going to get there around 6 a.m. A lot of farms, a lot of trees, kind of in the middle of nowhere. This is a pretty big interstate for what I'm seeing around me. Don't see a whole lot of buildings. It's like we're in the middle of nowhere. Must be between two major cities or something. I just love how well they do the lighting system and the clouds and the weather and everything in this game. It really is amazing. You see the stars fade out and you see the sunrise come in and all that stuff. It's really cool. And then when it gets when the weather decides it's going to be rainy, the rain clouds kind of show up, you know, and then it starts raining. It's really cool. Really awesome. We're within an hour of our destination. We got to talk about something today. Connotations, that was the previous episode. Connotations of different things. That was the interesting conversation. We've already talked about the Roman Empire and my interest in that. What are you guys interested in? Comment below. One thing I'm really interested in is in the emphasis in the United States. There's a heavy emphasis on Western-centric history, I guess you could call it. Where, you know, if you look in history, you have, you know, the Roman Empire was huge and was big, and that was like a high watermark in civilization and a high watermark for, you know, advancements. And then when the when the Roman Empire fell, like 480, you had this like 1,000-year period where Western Europe kind of fell back from that high point and became, a lot of people used to call it the Dark Ages. Back when I was in school, we called it the Dark Ages, but it's really the Middle Ages. Can't really call it the Dark Ages because it only affected one spot of history, or one particular area. But anyway, the Roman Empire falls 400, and you don't really get back to that, you know, high mark until 1400, 1500 kind of area, the end of the Middle Ages. But other areas of the world are doing just fine. You know, other areas are surviving and doing well. And you could argue that, you know, you have the Mongols come on the scene in like the 1300s. You could argue because of the decimation that the Mongols did to Asia and to the Middle East and then some of Eastern Europe, that, at least the fringes of Eastern Europe, that the devastation they caused actually created this power vacuum. Just like the Roman Empire falling created a power vacuum and then people had to try to fill it. Well, the Mongols basically thrashing the rest of the, you know, civilized world gave Europe this immense opportunity. And then shortly after the Mongols, you know, basically blow up everything, you have the Renaissance. So that's kind of an interesting thought that, you know, I always wondered would the Renaissance have occurred in Europe if the Mongols had not conquered and devastated China and Asia and Middle East the way they did. And if you don't think that it was as drastic as I say with the Mongols conquering everything, read up on some of the things they did. Read some in-depth Mongolian history for the Mongolian Empire. Not modern day Mongolians. They seem to be nice people. No, I'm talking about like the Mongolian Empire when I say Mongolia. They really changed the face of the planet as far as history is concerned, and really put, I guess, in a sense, changed up who was in charge of advancement in the world. Really fascinating stuff. I think I missed my stop, so I'm going to make a U-turn right up here. I did not see that left turn. It came by kind of quickly. Do I want to make a U-turn, or I just want to take a right? I probably should take a right just to make sure I don't get stuck. So anyway, something that I find interesting is that people don't really see China. For a long time, people didn't see China as advanced because China had fallen behind in some ways. But historically, China was, basically like a Roman Empire, but in some ways superior. In some ways, they lasted longer in some respects because their empire, if you want to call it that, their empire kept going. Whereas, the Roman Empire fell. And then you get in the whole argument of, well, the Roman Empire actually split, and you have Byzantine Empire, and the Byzantine Empire lasted until 1453, when it was conquered by the Ottomans, and the Ottomans were an offshoot, kind of an offshoot of things that were going on over there with after the Mongolians. So, yeah. There's all kinds of viewpoints you can take of the whole Roman Empire versus, the Asian people's kind of look. Anywho, we're going to be taking a left up here and delivering our package. We're probably just going to do a quick park on this so that we don't spend a whole lot of time trying to get parked properly. Go up here, take a quick left. Right there. Pull around back and we'll just drop it off. Here we go. Whee! And there we go. Dropped it off. Alright, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please comment below. Please like. Please subscribe. Very much appreciate it. And remember, keep it clean.